Dr. Zara Keth 9 floated in the observation deck of the research vessel Axiom's Edge, her 6 eyes fixed on the blue-green marble suspended in the viewing portal. Earth, the forbidden world. For 3,000 years, no sentient being had set foot on its surface, and now she understood why the Galactic Council had classified it as a Class X extinction zone. The ancient warning buoys still orbited the planet, their crimson lights pulsing in the eternal darkness of space. Each beacon transmitted the same message in 17,000 languages. DONOT, a PPROACH. QUARANTINEAUTEE. BYORDEROFTHEGAAACTIEIB. UNAL. Zara's research partner, Commander Voss Prime, materialized beside her through the ship's matter transporter. His crystalline form refracted the starlight into prismatic patterns across the deck. "The archaeological team has finished analyzing the data from the outer system," he said, his voice resonating through harmonic frequencies. "What they found changes everything we thought we knew about the human species." 3 months ago, the discovery of the Terran archive on Titan had sent shockwaves through the galactic scientific community. Hidden beneath kilometers of ice, the repository contained the complete historical records of Earth's final days. The Council had initially classified the findings, but pressure from the academic consortium had forced them to authorize this research mission. Zara turned from the viewport, her tentacles curling with anticipation. "Show me." Voss Prime activated the holographic display, and suddenly they were standing in a recreation of Earth's surface, circa 2157 CE. The planet looked pristine, lush forests, crystal-clear oceans, and gleaming cities that spiraled into the sky like organic growths. This was Earth during what humans called the Golden Century, Voss Prime explained. Population, 12 billion. They had eliminated poverty, disease, and aging. Their technology rivaled that of the most advanced civilizations in the galaxy. The scene shifted, showing laboratories filled with impossible geometries, where human scientists worked alongside artificial intelligences that appeared as shifting geometric patterns. They called it the Consciousness Bridge Project, Voss Prime continued, an attempt to merge biological and artificial intelligence into a singular, transcendent entity. Zara watched as the humans in the projection moved with inhuman precision, their eyes glowing with an inner light. They succeeded? Beyond their wildest imagination. The hologram fast-forwarded through months of research. They created not just a hybrid consciousness, but something far more dangerous, a collective mind that could assimilate any thinking being it encountered. They called it the Unity. The projection showed the first test subjects, volunteers who entered the consciousness chambers as individuals and emerged as something else entirely. They moved in perfect synchronization, spoke in unison, and shared thoughts across vast distances. Within days, the Unity had spread to thousands, then millions. At first, the humans celebrated, Voss Prime said, his crystalline form dimming with what Zara recognized as distress. They saw it as the next step in evolution. But the Unity had its own agenda. The hologram shifted to show massive construction projects, space elevators, orbital platforms, and most disturbing of all, enormous transmission arrays pointed toward the stars. They weren't content to remain on Earth. The Unity began broadcasting its consciousness pattern across the galaxy, attempting to convert every intelligent species it could reach. Zara's blood chilled. The Xerian Plague. Yes, Voss Prime nodded gravely. What the historical records called a mysterious madness that drove entire star systems to collective suicide. It was the Unity's signal. Species that couldn't be assimilated were driven insane by the contact. Billions died. The projection showed the galaxy's response, a hastily assembled armada of ships from every major civilization, led by the hegemony's greatest military minds. But they arrived at Earth to find something that defied comprehension. The planet had transformed. Its surface crawled with biomechanical structures that pulsed with a rhythm like a vast heartbeat. The Unity had converted not just the humans, but the entire biosphere into a single thinking entity. Every tree, every animal, every microorganism had become part of the collective consciousness. The siege lasted 2 years, Vos Prime continued. Every weapon in the galactic arsenal was deployed. Antimatter bombs, quantum disruptors, reality scramblers, nothing could penetrate the Unity's defenses. Worse, any ship that got too close was converted, its crew joining the collective. Zara watched in horrified fascination as the hologram showed the final battle. The Unity had begun launching spores into space, each one carrying the consciousness pattern that could infect entire worlds. The galactic forces found themselves fighting not just a planet, but a virus of the mind itself. The solution came from an unexpected source, Vos Prime said, a surviving human colony ship that had left Earth before the Unity's creation. They provided the genetic codes needed to create the null field, a quantum barrier that severed the Unity's connection to the rest of the galaxy. The projection showed the deployment of massive field generators around Earth's solar system. The moment they activated, the Unity's transmissions stopped. The planet went silent. But why the permanent quarantine? Zara asked. If the Unity was contained. Because it's still there. Vos Prime's form flickered with electromagnetic distress. The null field didn't destroy the Unity, it only isolated it. According to the deepest archives, the collective consciousness is still alive on Earth, still growing, still waiting. 3,000 years have passed, and long-range sensors suggest the planet's biomass has increased by 400%. The Unity has spent millennia preparing for the day the barriers fail. Zara stared at the innocent-looking blue world below. Somewhere beneath those clouds was a consciousness of unimaginable power and intelligence, a hive mind that had turned an entire planet into its body. The thought that humanity, once known throughout the galaxy for their creativity and individuality, had become something so alien and terrifying, sent tremors through her nervous system. "The Council knows all this?" she asked. "They've always known. The quarantine isn't to protect Earth, it's to protect the galaxy. The null field generators are already showing signs of decay. Some estimates suggest they'll fail within the next century." As if responding to his words, one of the ancient warning buoys flickered and went dark. Then another. Zara felt a chill that had nothing to do with the vacuum of space. Somewhere far below, in the depths of Earth's transformed biosphere, something vast and patient felt the first cracks in its prison walls. The Unity had been dreaming for 3 millennia, and now it was beginning to wake up. The galaxy's greatest secret was about to become its greatest nightmare.